after 22 years of non-applicability of this very principle. It is even the cause of the present crisis for over 4 years now that we are unable to resolve. If any community believes that decentralization will work, it is still a colonialist tendency for those who still support and endure the French administrative manipulation on Africa, and not to accept the supremacy of Africans, that Africans can host their own institution and control them by themselves. There was what we call the House of Chiefs, and now they came out with what they call another House of Chiefs. So what happened with the past one in 1961? That created a problem that it was abolished because the French has put in a mandate that all Cameroonians trained from France should represent colonial policies in Africa. The last group of people are the very first people now present in power in Cameroon. Some of them were with the French, others have been in French schools and still believe that without the French they cannot have a life. But we sincerely believe that we can do it by ourselves. On the most honest point, in case where there is a discussion on issues affecting the identity of a state, I've never seen where that it is an issue of a single person's decision to impose. We take it as a referendum. Can we look at the constitution and see if the assembly, the National Assembly, the Senate, all the powers that be, look for a more better principle to recognize if Cameroonians really wanted decentralization. Let's go in for any election. As we have been carrying elections, I don't think a referendum on the state, the form of the state, should equally be avoided, because we should discuss these things. When we started in 2016, a lot of people came out with arguments that federalism should not be discussed. But the whole confusion, a group of desperados sit back in Yaoundé, then feel that they can manipulate Cameroon to represent their interests. We are Cameroonians, and we should be capable of being sincere. I've always been saying this thing, that what legacy do you have as an administrator within the Cameroonian government of a particular time? Can you act, or are you acting for the interest of Cameroon, or doing so because you are speaking for the master? There is a need, without again saying, that the whole law on decentralization and the powers in Yaoundé, or whatsoever they're trying to implement, is a mess up. It's a total confusion within judicial or governmental institutions.
But there was an opportunity for persons to go for elections now.
No, it is not. We don't need. Why do you go to a process that you know is already faulty and is bound to collapse? When they wanted the Senate, I said that is not a Cameroonian problem. When they went for the Bilingualism Commission, disarmament, we said these were not Cameroonian problems. These were not the solution.
What were your proposals?
Just I made a series of proposals. Get back to the form of the state and look at the federation that Cameroonians are sorting and try to see if this is the wish of Cameroonians. Get into a referendum on the form of the state. It should be discussed. It has been discussed in many other parts of the world. Why are we afraid of it? We are not here because we hate Cameroon. A host of Cameroonians are feeling that Cameroon is going on the rail down. This is what not the state of Cameroon in 1982. If politically the country is so tensioned, then there is a problem more to what we have nursed for 40 years. Cameroonians should be capable of understanding and withstanding the wind of change, that the French are no longer necessary, and that we are not maintaining decentralization because we want to defend the interests of a colonial master. Can we govern ourselves otherwise? It will not even be shameful. It will instead be a victory for us to talk back to our own self and believe that if 1961 institutions were better off, then the argument we gave that maintaining 2 or 3 assembly was too expensive. Today now, it has become extremely expensive to govern within a particular nature. Who were we fooling in 1972? Who were we fooling in 1984 when we changed the name of the republic? We need to be honest. Yeah, countries have maintained.
But decentralization is for the entire nation.
It is not. I said 22 years of non-applicability of the 1996 constitution indicates in it the inconveniences we are facing now. The government did not even know what they should do. We need to withdraw the governors. If really we want to carry decentralization to the fullest, withdraw the governors and then give the region to the mayor or the regional assembly president. Make us know that the governor, the DO does not exist. That is what we mentioned. You cannot come within a state, within a region, you have a mayor, you have a DO, you have a governor, you have a regional assembly president. It's total bokum, total bullshit. We need to speak to Cameroonians and be honest. In one region, it doesn't go. It is not functional in any system in the world. Wow. Take out the governors and the DOs, allow the elected officials to govern. Then we know that the head of the region, there is a regional president, And after the regional president is the mayor of the town. You have not seen that. I've not seen it in London. I'm still waiting to see where in London there is a governor that rules after the mayor of London. Bigger cities than that.
We are in Africa now.
No, we are not talking Africa. We are talking of modern institutions, Mr. Leonard.
Going to Europe
Please, I said we are talking of model institutions. We are in Nigeria. Let's not go to Europe. We are in Nigeria. I need where they should tell us that there is a man and then there's an appointed governor.
We are not in Nigeria, we are in Cameroon.
Please, that is the confusion that is eating Cameroonians, because time and again they will tell you that we are not yet. Institutions and knowledge should be borrowed when necessary.
Dr. Aku, we are